All right, folks, I'm Tom Downey. Alongside me is Mitchell Renz. Time now for our NFL mailbag. All the questions coming in from our subscribers on the Chat Sports YouTube page. First up from Raptor 105 2.0, not 1.0, 2.0. Will Charles Clay be a threat next year for the Arizona Cardinals? So, Mitchell, you're the fantasy guy. What do you make of Charles Clay? Your face already gave away the answer.
I mean, it's Charles Clay for one. It's the
Correct
Arizona
answer.
Cardinals, too.
Also correct.
Who had the least amount of points scored in the NFL last year. And I like Josh Rosen. And I guess I understand trying to get a tight end. But no. I like Ricky Seals-Jones as more of a talent than Charles Clay. So no. No. I'm good.
I actually prefer Charles Clay over Ricky Seals-Jones. Neither's that good, but Ricky Seals-Jones didn't make an impact there. In the end, it depends on how you define impact. Is he going to be the starter?
Yep.
I think sure. Is he going to be like a go-to dynamic threat? He's going to be the guy we've seen the past couple of years. Like 4 touchdowns, around 500 yards. That's about it. So, impact, sure. Is he going to suddenly be the reason that the Cardinals get good again? I don't think so. I think you're looking around more of the 2017, 2016 type production. All right, from a longtime watcher, Vladimir Putin, is Dez playing for the Saints next year?
What'd you just say?
Putin. It's funnier that way.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Is Dez playing for the Saints next
Gonna
year?
end up dead.
I don't know, man. I think Dez to the Saints makes the most sense, but I also wouldn't mind seeing him back in Dallas.
I don't think that one happens.
I'm just saying.
Melt down the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So with Dez, I'm very curious to see how this develops because I think he's going to have to wait a little bit unless he signs quickly with a team like the Saints for little guaranteed money because, yeah, he and the Saints got along, but he's 30 years old coming off a torn Achilles.
Exactly.
That's typically not what you want if you're an NFL receiver. Going to put you in a bit of a tricky spot there. So where will Dez Bryant play in 2019? Let us know in the comments section. I could definitely see a Saints return.
I mean, they went out and got him before, and I think when you heard the news that it happened, you could just see how upset New Orleans was, and I think just all the teammates as well. I think they're going to give Dez another shot. But Dez also has to realize that, hey, I might have to take even less money.
From Awesome Boy 123, is there any way that the 48ers, I know you mean 49ers, it's okay, clear their cap space for OBJ and Antonio Brown? The answer is yes, but also no. Because the Niners have plenty of cap space available.
Yes.
76 in total.
Okay.
The 2 cap hits for OBJ and Mr. Big Chest are $32 million. So you don't even need to clear cap. You can just do it.
Yep.
You can bring them both in if that's the route that you want to go.
The Giants aren't trading Odell Beckham Jr.
I agree.
Now AB, there's a reason why I put money for AB to go to the 49ers.
Makes sense.
That one makes a lot of sense to me. The Giants aren't trading Odell Beckham Jr., and if I have to whip out my you-know-what stick, I'll do it to prove it.
I don't want to know what your you-know-what stick is whatsoever. So which
FJ
receiver
Glazer.
would you rather have? That would make sense. OBJ, if you want Beckham. NBC, if you want Antonio Brown.
How much NBC are we getting on this show?
Oh, a lot. A lot of NBC, because we're talking about Mr. Big Chest. And it's such a ludicrously bad nickname, I can't not keep saying it.
Fair. Which one would I rather have? Long term, give me OBJ. He's 26 years old compared to Antonio Brown.
I saw a couple of NBCs, but most of them are OBJ.
It's because our viewers are smart. Holy comments. You guys are crushing it. Good job.
Yeah. All right. We're rolling here with Luke Miller. Is there any way that Bell stays with the Steelers? I really don't think so.
I'll tell you what. Luke in this picture looks pretty upset. Looking pretty gray. Cheer up, Luke. Cheer up.
So the Steelers are not going to hit Bell with any type of franchise tag or transition tag, which means he'll actually hit free agency this offseason. And I think for Pittsburgh, Bell sat out the entire year. He may or may not be like 260 pounds. I don't see a scenario in which he ends up back in Pittsburgh. Even if his market is poor, I don't think Pittsburgh wants him back anymore. And it takes 2 to make a contract work. I don't think Pittsburgh wants it.
I thought you were going to say it takes 2 to tango. I've been trying to tango around here in Dallas. I just can't find a partner. I want to find a partner. You want to tango with me?
No.
You don't want to? Brett does.
Why do I want to go tangoing?
No? Taylor?
What year do you think it is?
2019.
Okay, well, that's correct. So
here's the thing, though. I agree, though. We'll get back on track. But if Le'Veon Bell, as a previous rumor that I said before, if he's 260 pounds, would you want a running back that's 260 pounds that wants to get paid as much money as he does?
No. I think he'll get back in shape, but that is a bit of a red flag there. All right, next up from Samuel Jackson. Should the Giants draft or pass on a quarterback in this year's draft? There may be better prospects next year, and if they don't draft a quarterback, if they do draft a quarterback, who should they target? You can make an argument that the Giants should not go quarterback. The argument resides in that you don't believe in Dwayne Haskins and or Kyler Murray.
Yep.
The argument can't be, oh, we're fine, because you're
not.
not fine.
You're not.
Eli Manning is not good anymore. Alex Tanney is a trick shot master, but he's not your answer. And Kyle Lauletta couldn't beat out a trick shot guy on YouTube. That's where we're at with the Giants offense. By the way, I love Alex Tanney, just so we're clear.
Okay.
But he's not the answer. So if you're the Giants, you're looking at probably one of these 5 guys. I'll put them in alphabetical order. I'm not going to rank them yet. Stay tuned to make sure you guys are subscribed. Hint, hint. But if you believe in Haskins, go get him.
Okay.
If you believe in Kyler Murray, go get him. If you believe in Locke, go get him. If you believe in Daniel Jones, reevaluate your scouting system. So if you believe in one of these quarterbacks, you take one. And if you have to go trade up for him, you do it. Because if you believe in the quarterback, it shouldn't matter if you take him at 2 or 6 or 1 and 6 or 3 and 6.
Fair.
But I think it's fair to say, I don't know if these guys are it. And you can speculate ahead to next year's class instead.
But even if you want to speculate, how do we know the Giants don't make maybe a little bit of an improvement?
That's the issue. That's the exact issue. That's why if you have a chance to get a franchise guy, you better make sure you do it.
Okay. That's fair.
Samuel, by the way, says he is a huge, huge fan of the show, so thank you very much, Samuel. We appreciate that. Eugene Watson says it's the best show he has ever seen. Keep them coming, and we will, guys. Make sure you're subscribed, youtube.com/chatsportstv. Turn on notifications. You'll be notified each time we have a new video, and we'll be here all off-season long. NFL free agency, NFL draft. Mitch, I can't wait.
Oh, man, I love doing what we do here. And a lot of what we do here is so much fun because of the interaction. Like, these comments that keep coming in. Mitch is 26, 4 Chucky heads, believe it, baby. Thank you, David. Much appreciated. Gary Holland throwing in the comments. Matthew Harris, Fantasy Couch. Love it. Like, I love the interaction that we have here at Chat Sports. Make sure you guys subscribe. Come along for the ride. youtube.com/chatsportstv. Eugene, love the comments, my man.
All right, from Claude Evans says, do you think the Seahawks will pick up, he says, like Anthony Barr? I just assume he means Anthony Barr himself. Yep. I think Barr could be a good fit in Seattle, but I don't think he's at the top of their priority list. That's Frank Clark. That's KJ Wright.
Yep.
Now you're tied on money. If you bring back those two, you don't necessarily have a massive need at off-ball linebacker or a 4-3 there, if that's the route that the Vikings want to end up going.
Yeah, that's fair. Personally, I think Anthony Barr would be a great fit with the Oakland Raiders. The Raiders have a lot of money, but again, what is Anthony Barr going to take, right? I mean, we've seen 2 different years from Anthony Barr. We saw Anthony Barr in 2017, who was great, and then this past year, in 2018, not so good. So, again, which Anthony Barr are we going to get going forward? I think that's a big thing that a lot of teams are going to look at, and Anthony Barr also played defensive end a little bit at UCLA.
He was an edge rusher.
Yeah, edge rusher.
I think he could be a good fit in the Seahawks scheme. He kind of play more of that Bruce Irvin type role, for example. But I don't know if that's the route that they're going to target here.
Okay.
I don't think they want to end up going with, hey, let's go throw money at KJ Wright and Frank Clark and Anthony Barr. I think you're going to look towards a different role there just if you want to spend big money on a third player there. You're chuckling. What are you laughing at?
Somebody in the comment section, Joshua Stallard at Chat Sports. Who do you like more, Mitch or Tom?
Oh, okay. Boom. Oh, I won. I already had the Chat Sports YouTube pulled out. I win. There you go. You're slow on the draw, Mitch. You got to be faster there.
I'm not slow on the draw always.
You clearly are. We're slow on the draw there. All right. Some more mailbag questions here from Flipper88. Says, please tell me the Honey Badger is staying with the Texans.
The Honey Badger is staying with the Texans.
Okay, you gave them what they wanted to hear. Here's the problem, is that
Joshua goes Tom. Boo.
The Honey Badger has made it very clear that he wants to get paid now. He took probably less money to prove he was still Tyrann Mathieu. He did. Now, the Texans have plenty of cap space. That's a good sign for them. They're probably going to tag Clowney, but that lets Mathieu hit the open market. And if so, what's to stop a team like the Bucs, who have Bruce Arians and Todd Bowles there right now? What's to stop a team like the Chiefs, a team like whichever team misses out on Earl Thomas potentially, the 49ers, the Oakland Raiders potentially, from saying, you know what, let's go throw a bunch of money at him.
And I still think Tyrann Mathieu deserves to get paid. And I think I like what he's doing. Again, like, I think that it's kind of ballsy when a player takes that much risk in himself, but it's also the confidence that I like. And man, since Tyrann Mathieu's come out, he's been a player that you can rely on a Swiss Army knife in sense of a defense, but I like the Buccaneers pick because if there's one thing that defense needs,
Impact player.
Or just if there's one thing that team needs, it's somebody who can play defense because they stink.
All right, let's talk draft then here. Jeremy Wilson using hashtag NFL Smart Man. Do you think the Patriots will move up to target another first rounder? The tricky part for New England is that they'd have to get above their own first rounder. Now, the Patriots have the draft capital if they want to make a big aggressive move because they have 2 second-round picks. They have their own second-round pick, and they have one from the Bears via the Anthony Miller trade from last year.
Okay.
And they have the Lions third rounder, not their own, the Lions third from the Deshaun Hand trade. So you could package those 2 second rounders. It might get you to number 31. It's probably going to get you more to like 35, 36.
Okay.
So maybe if a guy that really likes slides, they leapfrog back up. But in general, I think the Patriots are going to be we're going to just hoard draft picks again in terms of volume. That's how they often end up going.
That's fair. I'll be honest. I never played Leapfrog my entire childhood. I don't think I did. Did you guys ever play Leapfrog? I never did.
How did you not play Leapfrog? That's very common.
Is it?
Yes, I would feel like anyway, if you have more draft questions, by the way, hit me up on Twitter at WhatGoingDowny. DMs are open. Tweet them at me. We'll have plenty of draft content all offseason long here. From Michael, he says that he sees the Patriots making a move for that wide receiver from UMass. He refers to Andy and Isabella, who I like a lot. But guys, look, it's 2019, okay? We got to move on from the stereotyping. You can't just put Andy Isabella on the Patriots because he's a white slot receiver.
Sure
That's
can.
profiling. You can't do that. You just can't. Of course I'm kidding.
It'd be a great fit, though.
Of course I'm kidding.
It would be such a good fit, but
They do need wide receiver help.
they need wide receiver help. Andy Isabella, I think, is a lot more athletic than what he's going to. Another stereotype, right? But
You're stereotyping
He's
yourself.
super
He's
athletic.
fast.
He's super athletic. Great athlete. I love that we have 5'8", 7, and an 8.
Excuse me, I do my research. I get what they measured at the Senior Bowl. He's 5'8", 7/8 inches. Not quite 5'9", but bigger than 5'8".
Math.
I get the proper size for you guys. I do my work.
9.5 is a lie.